Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are in Minecraft today, and we are going to be bopping around near Westhill, but it's time to move on. We finished Westhill over the weekend and we did a big retrospective podcast about it on the Spawn Chunks yesterday. Had a really fun time talking with Johnny about the lessons learned, shared some screenshots. So if you want to go check that out, the Spawn Chunks is available on YouTube. It's available on Spotify in video format, and you can listen as an audio podcast wherever you get your favorite podcasts. I have a number of clips up on my TikTok as well from the stream on the weekend, so you can check out the bird's eye view of Westhill. There's also shorts on YouTube, but we're done building, but we're still in the area. Like, all of my stuff is still in Westhill, and we have to move. We're gonna move on to someplace else, and I want to move to someplace a little bit more central on the server where I can kind of call home base, maybe spread out, do some projects here and there. And I think the Modern City is going to be the best place for that, because the Modern City has a central storage already set up. It has a room. It has a penthouse apartment for me. It's all set up there already. Plus, there are some builds in that area that I think would be fun to work on. And it's a big change of pace from medieval Minecraft. It's a very modern city, lots of concrete, lots of straight lines. So should be very fun. But we're still in Westhill, and we're going to be gathering up some stuff, trying to figure out what we want to bring with us. Figure out what we have for shulker boxes, mini blocks that I want to bring along. I want to strip out some of the storage in Westhill. So if you haven't seen Westhill, we're going to be walking around a little bit today, going to the different storage areas and picking some stuff up. So Sandy, don't worry. Sandy's like, it just hit me. No Westhill today. No, there will be. There will be some. And if you've got questions about Westhill, like, by all means, like, hit me up. I can pop into the camera mod and fly up and show different things and stuff like that. But there will be a tour. And I thought the best way to do a tour would be with somebody else. So Pixelriffs is hopefully going to come on the server and walk around with me and talk about Westhill and see it for the first time from his point of view. We just don't know when that is, because Pix has got some family visiting. I'm also working on scheduling with somebody else as well. So I sort of need to have one happen before the other, and hopefully it'll all work out. If not, maybe I'll do two tours. We'll have to see. Dynia MC, hello, welcome in. Blast Jordan, good to see you as always. Moira, hello. Speaking of the Spawn Chunks, actually, there's been a couple of things over there. There are annual subscriptions now available on the Spawn Chunks Patreon page. So if you're up for something like that, you can check that out. I would like to also introduce annual subscriptions on my Patreon page, but we don't qualify yet. So if you're interested in supporting me here on stream, check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan. It's only $2 a month. And if we just get another like 5 or 6 members, then we can qualify for annual subscriptions in a couple of months. So that's on the docket as well. It is September. It's the first stream of September, and September on Twitch means Subtember. So your Twitch subs are 25 to 30% off, and streamers, your favorite streamers, still get the same cut as if it was a full subscription. So if you are looking to sub, if you're looking to resub, you can get 25% off 1 month and 3 month subs, and 30% off of 6 month subs. And at the end of the month, there's going to be a bunch of bonuses for gift subs. So for every 5 gift subs that are given, Valorant, who is sponsoring September, will add a bonus sub. And that, again, all goes to your favorite streamers. So if you are people that support other creators on Twitch, then is a great month to do that, because you can take advantage of saving quite a bit, actually, on your end, and still support the streamers in the exact same way you would on a regular month. So without any further hesitation, let's just jump right into Minecraft and see where we are. We are in the throne room at nighttime. It looks like we should probably find a bed. It's a good thing there's beds absolutely everywhere. Let's go up to the main bedroom and we'll sleep there. A nice view from up here too. I forgot that I put glass panes in the windows. I guess I could go up even further and see the sunset. Somewhere there is a staircase. I built this place. I know where to go. Very, very cool. Guess I kind of forgot that the tower was in the way. You have a Nightbot command from last September. Oh, I should definitely update that. Hold on. Let's do that right now. This is going to be kind of a helter-skelter stream, folks, because I don't really have much of a plan. Oh, there's just a tiny URL. Let me just update that. Why is Discord so funky lately? Every time I open Discord, it's empty. I'm gonna copy that link, paste it there. And turn on the timer. Sandy, that command should work now. And the September timer is on. So if you want more information, September link is in the chat. Thanks to Sandy. Appreciate the heads up. So I'm going to do my best to walk around today and not fly too much, just because I think it'll be fun to kind of see what's going on. But first things first, we've got to go over to the crypt and take a look around and see what we need to pack up and organize in terms of moving to the modern city. So for folks that don't know, there are a number of build zones on the server, and we decided to set it up like that so that people don't build modern skyscrapers next to wizard towers. Not that you can't do that in Minecraft. We just thought it would be nice to not have to worry about whose backyard you're building in. If you have a really good idea, you can go to a zone that kind of fits. So we've got, eventually we'll have a sci-fi zone. We have a medieval fantasy, which is where we are now. We have a modern city. There's this spawn area, which is kind of like where everybody has their own little kind of place. And spawn area is kind of like your basic Minecraft smorgasbord of stuff. And then on top of that, there's also a, I think we called it like a Ming Dynasty area, and I thought there was one more. I know there's like a caves and cliffs zone, but it's not really a zone. It's just more like a, this is where the new chunks start. Dartmouth Meadows, that's the spawn area. Modern City, Southport, right? Medieval Fantasy, the mountains, Sci-fi, Song/Ming Dynasty, Steampunk, that was the one, and the Old West. Those were the different places. I think the Steampunk and the Old West were things that Maccast had requested, but like he doesn't play on the server anymore, so. Okay, so we've got a bunch of bits and bobs that'll have to go away. I definitely want to, let's grab some more coal. We'll need some food for the day. So those are all spare. This is just a food cart. So really I want to bring all of these shulker boxes with me. I don't think there's any reason for this stuff to stay. It's the kind of thing where we want to leave a few things around in chests, but ultimately we'd want stuff to be in our shulker boxes and in our ender chest for the most part. So organize the ender chest might be something I do off stream. That seems like a bit of a boring stream, or maybe I'll do like a sub only stream or a Discord stream or something. Steampunk would be fun with all the copper stuff now that it's coming out soon. Yeah, Lord Andy, I agree. That would be a fun opportunity. Okay, let's at least just take a look. Iron, rockets, and tools. That's all staying. Glass. We've got 2 boxes of glass. Ice. Copper. So something on my list. Actually, that's what we should do. I should make another book. First off, we could check off the things on this. Very satisfying. we did the East Row Cliffs. We did the East Road extension. And you know what? Done. Check the box. So that doesn't need to be in there anymore. Put that in. Where did I have? Here. So I need feathers. I think feathers are in this one. Yep. You guys hear that blue jay? Obnoxious. We were just joking about that on the Citadel Cafe the other day. They've been waking me up at like 5:45 every day. Loud. Ridiculously loud. And where do I keep? There's the paper. Do I just have books? I might just have books somewhere. That's a book, but is it like a written book? Oh, that's a statue book. We're making a new list. That must be over here. Those are all other books. Oh, there's leather, so we'll just do that. Book, ink, feather. This is why I labeled everything. Nice. So, I don't know what we're going to call this. Server to do. I had something in my head a second ago, and it's completely gone now. We had Shulker Farm. Kill the Ender Dragon. What did I just say that I was going to do and then add to the list? I'm used to having all the boxes to choose from. Yeah, totally. Whoever thought children should be on a bus at 7:30 was never a parent. Fantastic, Sherlock Fox. How true is that? Why does school start so early? I hated it. I shouldn't say that. I've always been a morning person, but like I'm up early at home working from home, but I'm very much not a people person until 10 o'clock. Like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Copper thing. Oh, right. Raid trial chamber. Thank you. That's what it was that sparked my memory. I looked at my copper box and it was empty, and I was like, that's what we need to do. We need to find a trial chamber and ransack it. That's going to be on the list. I'm probably going to try to do that closer to the modern city, because the modern city has got a copper farm. So we'll do that. I want to keep this on me today in case I need to add things. I kind of wish that you could look at this in your inventory. It would be nice. So do that. So that's coming with. All those white shulkers are empty. I guess really it's just a matter of packing stuff up before we start making trips. So some of this stuff has got room in it. I feel like I can put, this is just like my suitcase for spare blocks that I don't want to leave lying around. So we can put that in here. This is also just easy to bring. Don't know why I would need that. I'm honestly probably just going to smelt that down. Knapsack. Don't know why we need the zombie flesh. I'm such a pack rat. I guess we could potentially use leather. I'm not sure what we could use leather for in the modern city. We might use a lot of item frames, so that could be worth it. That could be worth it. That's obviously coming. And this is just another spare bulker box. What's another name for backpack, suitcase, knapsack, satchel, carry-on? I guess briefcase? These are just all my, like, my spare junk goes in here boxes, and I also don't want that to be white. What's another good color we could grab? Gray's probably good for a briefcase. Stands out. Rucksack. Rucksack's a good one too. Carry-on? I think I've got a carry-on somewhere. Suitcase. Carry-on, yeah. I mean, the carry-on I might rename to food. I mean, everybody puts snacks in their carry-on, right? So we've got a lot of sand that we can bring to the modern city. We've got lots of gravel. Mud. I'm going to try to combine some stuff too. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of packing up. So the only thing I want to do before we start leaving the area is I want to grab a couple of these spare shulkers and head on over to the other storage areas and see what I might want to pull with me. Tote bag, that's another good one. Or just tote. So, storage. Where are the different storage places? Obviously, there's the crypt. There's the mini block storage in the ruins. And there's nothing left in the keep. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left in the keep. The one place I want to look first, as we avoid getting shot, is basement of the potato farm, which is the first staging area that we ever used. Thesaurus to the rescue. Nice. Do you find it challenging, Sandy, when you're looking for words like that, like in a second language? I've been speaking a lot with Steven about his Korean, and it's made me really want to learn a second language. I'm leaning on Spanish just because I want to travel to Mexico. And I just think it would be cool to learn stuff, but to find the words can be hard, yeah. Just sorrow of suffering. I googled kind of bags you carried. Nice. Okay, so in here, I obviously want to leave a little bit of, stuff behind. I feel like that's going to make sense. I don't want to completely strip it out. So leaving something like that is cool. I think we'll take some acacia. I can't see us using much for nether wart blocks, so we'll bring those back. Same with this stuff. Leaving a barrel might be okay. This might be better off in this chest. Can't see us needing any of that. Good. I should check. I guess I should check my acacia box. So I guess we can put some temporary things on here. Check acacia box. Just in case we need to pull back from things. So here, I've got some of these things in here. So like the warped chest, we can just file this stuff away in here. Doot, 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 right? Super easy done. And I think the crimson one is something I keep outside. Nether, I don't have any room in there for the nether wart. Birch. I've got a full box of birch. I'm not too worried about that. Again, I don't mind leaving little bits and bobs behind. I certainly don't need that many stairs. We could honestly use those to fuel some food. I could probably just move those for fuel. Again, this is cool. Although this is a good place to leave one of these. This one. I can put... Well, actually, do I want to... Maybe I'll leave some of these for cosmic. Hold on. 46. We can just leave a light bit of stuff here. Bring flowers for cosmic. Leave the grass. I don't need that, but I can see myself potentially needing it here in future if I need to do more grass stuff. So leaving this here is going to be helpful. I use Swedish grammar as we structure the sentence in a backwards way. Okay, yeah, I remember that from French. I remember that from French when I was learning French. Oh, wow. Well, we're taking those. Ports in the modern city is definitely a thing, so we will be storing up on that. Lots of stuff. I don't know why I have so much netherrack. That's probably because of scaffolding. Can't see myself needing those. Carpets, glass. I don't know why I would need this much sand here either. Yeah, there's lots of stuff I just don't need to leave here. I can leave some stuff like that. Stacks of things like that are good. I think I want to bring the terracotta. So we'll put this stuff in here. It's going to get worse before it gets better, I think. It's the kind of thing where like you just don't want to be caught wanting resources that you've left elsewhere and it just ends up being a time sink. Mantas Spoof, hello. Welcome in. Glad you're learning the ropes. And thank you, Sandy, for monitoring more than one language. Jeez. The things that you don't think you're going to have to worry about as a streamer, and then you're like, wait a minute. That's right. Anybody in the world can watch and tune in. I should have brought more shulkers for this run. I feel like I'll leave some of this stuff here. We know where to go for grass. And we know where to go for potatoes. My goodness. It is a potato farm. That makes sense. Cocoa bean. Peel those. I'm looking forward to doing all these little micro farms in the sci-fi area. I think that's going to be fun. Okay. Carpets. A lot of the stuff we can just leave here. I wish I had known that was there. Rockets, redstone, snowballs. It's the kind of thing like you want to leave some stuff around just in case you end up with a creeper explosion or something, right? I feel like I've got banners somewhere back at the other spot. All right, well, I think that's most of the stuff here. Oh, I don't know what to do with all this stuff. That's enough coal to leave behind. I guess I can just leave this stuff here. Don't see ourselves needing heads for any reason, although they shouldn't be in here. We'll put those in a better spot. To check my wool to see what I need. I might just be able to take some of this. I think I just fell through that shulker box. Oh, that's a pressure plate. Okay. I can probably just take the glass too. Probably space. Oh, maybe not. I kind of wish you could undye glass. It would make it a lot easier to store. Actually, that would be a good data pack to have. You know? And what would you do? How would you do that? What would be a good way? What would be a good recipe for undying glass? That could be really handy in a modern city, actually, because glass is such a pain in the butt if you screw it up. All right, I think we're done in here. Sorrow of suffering. A pain in the butt. P-A-N-E. Nice. I'm sure we're not the first Minecraft players to say that working with glass is a pain. I mean, one of those long erasers in a pen shape. I'm not sure what those are called. Retractable erasers, I guess. I've used them. I worked as an artist for years. Cauldrons. I don't know. I'm thinking more of like a crafting recipe. Like if you surround the glass, a dyed glass or a stained glass block with plain glass, then maybe it would go back to being plain glass. Got all soul sand I need for the Guardian farm. Blue Crow, nice. We've got a spot on the server for a potential double Guardian farm, which could be a very large project, but fun project. I think I might be able to see it on the map. I'm not sure if we've discovered it since we've redone the chunks, but hold on. It's somewheres. Oh no, it's not visible. I want to say that's the coral reef, which is ginormous, although it has these weird spots of awareness to them. That's the desert, Dartmouth Meadows. So somewhere in here, there are two Guardian farms that are close enough together that I think we can probably utilize them. This is all full, isn't it? All right, I need to go empty this, but we will be stripping some of this stuff. Stone and cobble. I need to bring my stone boxes. Honey. Spruce. This is a lot of stuff. We're probably going to have our shulker boxes sorted before we can actually come over and get that. But I definitely want to come through and get the rarities that we need here. But we're going to need more shulker boxes to do that. Plus I'm going to need to bring my stone shulker boxes. I don't think there's a way to get around to the keep. Not the keep. The crypt. I guess I could take a shortcut across the river. Not really a bridge, but we could pretend like we swung across. Has everybody listened to the latest episode of the Spawn Chunks? I might need to dial back the Nightbot frequency of the server launch timer. I feel like that's coming up like every 10 minutes or 15 minutes. $20 minutes. Let's change that to 40. Be a lot of admin and upkeep, I think, for the next week or so as we adjust from Westhill and all that stuff. I actually want this for cooking, so we're just gonna line this out. It's a hopper behind the furnace that's for fuel, right? Or to the side. I have to remember that that's there because it's really dark. Music Free Gaming says it was an interesting episode. Great. I'm glad you liked it. Glad you liked it. So somewhere in here, there's a box of netherrack somewhere. There it is. So some of this can probably get sorted. Obviously not all of it. What's left? Maybe squeeze in here. There might be some things I just turf. It might be easier just like when you got 3 left, it might be easier just like let that despawn and go from there. I feel like that should be here. I don't know if I had a brewing chest. I thought I did. Do. Kitchen sink. So that means I can grab anything that was brewing related, like old redstone dust, some of those. Sugar. Try to make this like a prepared, ready to go brewing stand. Now I've got rails in here somewhere. Don't know what we do with extra leads. Peepo HC, hello, welcome. Here right after the episode, congrats on 365 with picks, and most importantly, congrats on finishing Westhill. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Cheers. And thanks for listening. I'm glad you liked the show. Another bow. I feel like I have a bow box. Bows and arrows. Be handy for crafting dispensers, which I'm sure we will need a lot of in the sci-fi area. Snow. I know we picked up some snow. It's like a memory game. of what we just picked up from other places. Snow. Iron. If I'm going through this too quick and it's getting a little bit much visually, let me know. And we can switch tasks. I feel like the blue carpet was full. Nope. Gray carpet. No other carpet. Any carpet over here? Right, so what light blue and cyan will could maybe top those up. So grab the dyes. I know I've got a lot of flowers, so getting light blue is not going to be an issue. Unfortunately, I think it's like 1-to-1 for dyeing. Yeah. I might have the data pack for more than that. Hold on. I do not. Say light blue and cyan. Well, I know I've got green dye coming out my ears. That's in the spare. Yep. And that's regular blue. I think I dumped all my flowers back there, didn't I? Nope, they're there. It's not that there isn't, that there's a full stack, there's just no room. I guess I need to have like a separate wool box for carpets and a wool box for blocks. That would probably be a smarter way to do it. Do like wool and carpet. Don't really have the spare. I guess I sort of do. Okay. We got through most of that. Paper, sugarcane. As a Sponge Chunks super fan, I struggle on Tuesdays when both Pix and Joel are streaming. Watch both. Throw me on in the lurk. That's fine. I guess in order for that the count, you have to have the audio coming in from both. So I get that that's a struggle. Smelt some of those up. Oh, I don't need Harriet the Hammer right now. Retro Shaggy, hello, hello. All right, we don't need these signs anymore. Nope. I feel like I've got a banner chest somewhere. But where? Where did I keep the banners? Huh. I know I didn't ditch all my banners. Where did I put those? Oh, that's not empty. I feel like I've emptied a lot of this stuff. Oh, no, wait, we've got more here. Crimson, that's what I want. Oh, it's full. Turn that into slabs. Wish there was an easier way to strip a lot of stuff. This looks really cool with shaders. Wow. We are going to maybe take advantage of that in the sci-fi zone. So I thought it would be good to show and talk about the logistics of moving yourself around in Minecraft. And I think this is the kind of stuff that doesn't get shown a lot on YouTube videos and things like that. A lot of the preparing and different things. Yeah, I don't know where my banners are. Which is unsurprising given the amount of stuff. feel like the knapsack is going to be the new technical build stuff. So like things like, oh, you know what? Actually, we have some of these can go in here. Terracotta I had over here. Do I need another sandbox? Wait a minute. These are not named right. I'll fix that later. We've got a lot of bone meal, so taking some of these darker dyes and making them lighter be good. One step at a time. I feel like the light gray was something we could just use. Yeah, I think daisies give you light gray, so I can just turn those straight into dye. Heck yeah. This stuff is probably going to cosmic. It seems tedious, but one of the things that has really benefited me over the years is being a digital pack rat. It really does mean that I kind of want for nothing in Minecraft. It's great. I feel like we can re-dye terracotta as well. Just bleeding over into more blocks. Stream is an hour. I've been doing this for an hour already, Sandy? I feel kind of bad. I feel like we should have been at least looking at the modern city at some point. Yeah, we don't need to revisit the acacia. We've got lots of acacias, so I can actually check that off of the book. Don't need to do that. That's full of jungle leaves. I can probably put the spare leaves in there. Okay, I think that's all the stuff we just collected. Almost sorted. Let me just do this last little bit here. Another stuff I think I can put in here. I feel like I maybe want to put that in the nether box. Don't really have the room. At least one of these can go in here. take advantage of that, and honestly, we'll probably just turf those, turf that. Not gonna worry about that. Granite you wouldn't think would be important, but in the modern city we might find a use for it. Granted, I don't have much room. Stairs and slabs and walls. And I guess this will just all go back in the other boxes. I do have gravel. Where? Definitely going to need this for concrete in the modern city. Alright, that is all the boxes we just collected, sorted. So I'll take my break, and then when we come back, we'll go over to that other section and then start moving stuff to the modern city. That did not go to the box. Cool. Folks, I do this once an hour. It is just an easy way for me to keep a nice balanced stream. Grab yourself a break, get a drink, maybe grab a friend, let them know that we're streaming. I'll be right back. All right, now we can take these shulker boxes over to the other section and completely gut that too. I can leave all this here, I think. And I know I need to bring stones and some of the woods. And then we'll go from there. Thanks, Andy. Iris Bear, what's the next thing? Right now, we're just moving everything to the modern city because it's pretty central on the server. I want to do some smaller projects and different things around the server. We were looking at raiding a trial chamber. We were looking at building a guardian farm. There is a skeleton in a boat. You shouldn't be there. We will be staging from the modern city. We might be working on some stuff in the modern city as a nice change of pace from Westhill. I also don't have to think too much in the modern city. There's a number of builds there that are not finished. They have been very much started. They have a block palette, they have a design, but like a giant apartment building with no back to it, that kind of stuff. I'd like to finish that up. And now that I have a lot of like landscaping skills and ideas, I feel like I can get the modern city into good shape quite quickly. Right, that's got stuff in it. Flowers, empty. I think that's the one that has other things. Let's just switch those two. Empty, 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 empty. Okay. And then we've got all the stone boxes. I don't think I brought granite because it was on the floor. Whoops. obviously not everything we can bring. Obsidian. I've not seen that in a while. Oh, I don't have my... I don't have my ender chest with me. Definitely take that. We can make some of that stone down as well. Nice. Cobblestone is not something I'm too worried about. However, there are other goodies I would like. We already know we're full up on granite. This stuff. Although I don't know why I would need those. I think my stuff is full. Potion of invisibility. Just extra blocks. Right, I don't think I need any of this stuff. Wow. I brought my wood boxes too. Did I not bring? Guess I didn't bring my oak box. Whoops. Anticipating a lot of wood in the modern city. Or like chests and things. We also use a lot of the dark oak doors. There is a dark oak farm, just a manual farm in the modern city. Thought I had a crafting table in here somewhere. Take the bones, take the glass and the sand. What are you doing for saplings? Good there, good there. I don't know what we would need all the arrows for. We'll bring them anyway. Just because feathers are a pain and I don't have a skeleton mob farm yet. Give us that stuff. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I thought that was going to be more to go through. Now the real trick is going to be, I don't think I'm going to move any of this stuff just yet. I think we're going to have to come back and figure out how we're going to organize these mini blocks. I have a skelly farm in the Mesa. I just mean a skelly farm that's like always running. I feel like there's arrows there. You could be right, Cosmic. I don't know. That's something we have to physically AFK at, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to tackle the mini blocks separately. I don't think I'm going to do that today. Some of the stuff is going to be good for sci-fi. Some of it's going to be good for modern city. I just don't know which is which. And I'd like to organize them in shulker boxes that make sense. And I don't think I want to sacrifice all of my shulker boxes to mini blocks just yet. So we're just going to pick this all up and go back. That's good, because I didn't want to spend another hour going through this stuff. Nice. I think we can just kind of bring everything as it is and then sort it once we're in the modern city, because the modern city has got extra storage for different things as well. I may have to actually rethink my storage room there in terms of like where we can put manual storage. I'm gonna sleep before we go anywhere. It's a swappable one. You can have it kill the skeletons automatically or switch it so you can kill them. Right, I remember that now. Yeah. It's been a long time since I built that. Also, hi. Yeah. Thanks for the lurk, Cosmic. Appreciate it. One of the things that I should have done when I was building Westhill, obviously it works best in this orientation, but having the main gate face east would have been much cooler than having it face north, because the main gate is always in shadow when you're in shaders. It's much better. The light comes in better from this way, so if I redo things in the future, especially now that that's going to be affected with vibrant visuals when that starts hitting Java, then it'll be better to kind of orient your builds in a specific way. Right, that's down here. Probably put away some rockets. All right, some of these are empty. It's only 2 shulker boxes. That's not bad. We can easily just put these in like the spare blocks category. I feel like I had an ore box somewhere. I honestly only have that for like decorative building. We don't need iron in any other way. Some copper in there that doesn't need to be there though. We have a new waxed copper block box. I haven't thought of anything else. Does anybody remember what I was talking about on stream yesterday in terms of, not on stream, sorry, on the spawn chunks in terms of like other projects that I had in mind? Something to add to the book as we're going through this. I've got flowers for Cosmic. What are you doing throwing shade at me, Sandy? We could do... I do like having a little bit of coal on hand for smelting when we need to. Flowers for Cosmic. Where were the other 2 boxes of stuff that I just had? Here. Bones are easy. String is also easy. I feel like we're probably full up on string. Oh no. Top that up. Excellent. String in here also needs topping up. Great. Actually, maybe we'll split the difference. Plain glass. I feel like we had room. Yes, lots. Honestly, I could take some of those other glass panes that we had over here and just move them in there, couldn't I? I don't think there's anything I need to smelt. This can all go in the iron box. Don't have a space for that. I think we'll be able to get this all squished down and fit in the box. I always forget that I've got a custom lapis texture too. My lapis blocks look like this. Utility stuff. Oh. Guess I'll have to go over here. More bows, more leads. Not sure what I did with the extra leads. Again, I don't know why I need more than a stack of leads. I probably don't. Full up on glowstone too. I can actually turn this into string. Thank you, data pack. I think that's it. I think we're ready to go. Just move these things into one of these other boxes. Nice. This is probably going to be a couple trips, and that's fine. It gives us a chance to hang out and chat a bit. So anything that goes back in the ender chest, can do that now. Some of these. This also goes in there. I think I just had a spare spot, so we'll just leave one spot empty. These are now empty. That needs dropped off at Cosmic's place. Everything else is just here, hanging out and ready to go. Nice. So, first things first, I guess we'll bring the essentials as much as we can carry. And I guess I'll try to empty out this stuff sooner than later. So let's just do these, those, and those for now. And then we'll also bring enchanted books. I guess I don't need some of this stuff out. I could probably put the shears away. I could put the book. I don't have space there. It's fine. Room for 2 more. Bring the wood. Cool. Don't forget the anvils there. Yeah, that's true. I'll remember the anvil, I think, when I clean all this stuff up. So for anybody that's new, we have a series of teleporters on the server. They're command blocks, and they're set up to look like magical portals, but they essentially teleport you like 10,000 blocks in any given direction in the overworld. And that's how we travel between the medieval zone and Dartmouth Meadows and the modern city. And so we'll be able to go and drop this stuff off. I don't exactly know where I'm going to put it all. I should probably set up in the basement of the bank. That seems to be a good spot. I realized some of the screenshots that I shared on stream yesterday or on the Spawn Chunks yesterday, some of them were old and the builds were done, but the landscaping wasn't done. So like it was really weird on some of the screenshots to see like completed builds, but then not see the completed like landscaping and waterfall in the background behind everything. And we only just completed this last week, so a lot of that stuff was missing. If you're new to the channel, folks, and you want to join, you can check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan. That is a great way to support me here on stream, and also join the Discord. It's only $2 a month. It's cheaper than a coffee at Starbucks. And you get access to the Discord. And I'm trying to get to the point where I can offer annual subscriptions on the Patreon, but I need to be at a higher level in terms of the number of members. And I think I have to maintain that for 3 months before they will unlock annual memberships. And thank you, Sandy, for the link in chat. Appreciate it. So this little fort is the entrance to the medieval area. And this is where we have the teleporter. So it's this little button here that magically teleports you back to the center of the world. And this is what the portals look like. And there's a command block just like underneath, I think, each one of those pillars. So we'll stop by Cosmics first. I keep on calling it Cosmics. Somerville has a name. I've got space in here for things too. I forgot that we decorated that with wheat and netherwort. Sorrow of Suffering. Thanks very much. That was one of the first big things we built on the server, was the Nether Hub. Matt Cast and Alistair helped me dig it out. I did a lot of the designing. It was fun. I designed it in Photoshop. Like I designed it in pixel art first, like a cross section, and then built it that way. So the flowers can just go in the flower chests. As you can see, Cosmic uses a lot of flowers. Do we have a too tall flower box? Cosmic, does this just... Yes. Joel Amazon Duggan, thank you for the delivery. Speaking of deliveries, I have a new Lego set on its way. If you are a member of the Spawn Chunks Discord, then you got a sneak peek on the render distance yesterday when I told everybody what's coming. It should be here Thursday. The delivery estimate is between 3:30 and 6:30 on Thursday, which means it will hopefully be here in time for the Lego Let's Chat Friday morning. And that should be another 2 months, I think, of Lego streams on Fridays. A pretty big set. I'm excited. If you've been following along, then I think you will also enjoy it. But I wanted, some people know, and that's fine. It's not a giant secret. If you don't, I'm just going to tease you, and you can find out on Friday when I unbox it. But I'm excited. You could also listen to... No, I think it's a bonus episode of the Citadel Cafe as well. It's the oh, I have to post that. We recorded a little bit of extra audio on last Wednesday. So the barista cut is new. So this is the World Center. 1 and 1. We're at Y75 because we're just a little bit above sea level. And the portals for the... It's hard to see from the map, but the portal for medieval area is right there. There's another one somewhere else too. I think it's right here. And then this one goes to the mountain zone. And then the modern city is the only other portal that we have, because we haven't picked the other zone. So I will eventually have to add a portal here for the sci-fi zone. And the way that I've done it is that because the medieval area is like up in this direction from where we are, then the portals are also kind of like up in that direction. So I kind of make it make sense. The modern city is down south, and so the portal to the modern city is below us, like south. It's down there. So if you've been following me for a while and you've not seen the modern city, this will be a treat. James Hedefield, thanks very much. Appreciate the follow. So this is the information center. It's a very old build. We might have to update this, but this is a look at the modern city on a Minecraft map. And on my preferred map, which is Zero's mini map and world map, this is what it looks like. And we didn't get very far. There's a block and there's a wharf, and I think there's one other building, but it's pretty early in the life of the modern city. And not all of these apartments are furnished, unfortunately. That was just too much work. And as someone that just did all of the interiors inside of Westhill, I'm probably not going to do every interior. There's a couple, and I do like decorating the balconies so it looks like they're lived in. But for the most part, it is pretty bare. I'm going to pop up to the penthouse to see what I might have left up there and what kind of storage I have. I don't think I have a lot. And I think I'm probably going to want to set up in the basement of the bank, but let's just go upstairs and see. Also, we've not been here since they changed the spawn light level, which is awesome. It's a very empty, very broken data pack kitchen. We've got lots of work to do. It's just a couple of chests. I do have some mini blocks here. We've got some enchanted books and some of this stuff. Okay. All right. City backpack. Okay. We've got some space up here to put some chests in and storage. This might be fun to design, actually. And then if we go down to the bank, I really hope the vines are still here. Oh, good. I did not even think. I just straight up jumped. John A.Y.T., welcome in. This is the block bank. We used to have villagers here. They unfortunately did not survive. I want to have masons in here so we can get bricks. But down underneath the blank, we've got our main storage for the area. And so a lot of these things, stuff like birch, this is where we can keep the extra birch. So that, we can't put an extra shulker box in there, but we can put an extra shulker box in there. That just, will that go into the hopper? That will probably go into the hopper. Yeah, it will. Okay. I don't want that. I guess I have to figure out a different place to put that. Oh, if I just put it in this chest, we should be fine. Right. Okay, we'll put it top chest. Be easier to remember. This is wood. Why did I do dark oak first? Surprising. Cool. And stones and things. This is my main stone box, so I don't want to like store this here in the bulk. I want to just We'll come back here to refill things. So all of this just needs to go into a proper storage. This is for chests, I think. So I'll probably just put these in a chest upstairs. Some of this stuff could go here too. So this is the overflow. We've got a deposit in the top. Everything comes in and goes around the whole thing with water streams. And some things are pulled out specifically because they're used for fuel, for the smelter. We've also got a concrete maker manually. And then we've got the sand and gravel is right next to there. And then we've also got some other boxes for different things. Scaffolding, commands blocks, that kind of stuff. Not super organized. Moderately organized, but not like super well. What? This is just extra cobble, grass, or sand. Okay. Yeah, I think all of this stuff is going to go into, I think the penthouse might be the better place for this. And this place, unfortunately, is a mob farm at night, as you can see. We have the same problem on the surrounding areas in Westhill. I wish you could see out more when you're in water elevators. It would be much fun to see going up at speed. I'm just going to make another chest. All right, stone stuff can go in here. And then we'll put maybe the other more logistical things over here. And I guess I can leave that there too. This place is worse than Westhill at night? Yeah, probably. Reducing the mobs that ignore low non-zero light levels to pillagers and swamp slimes definitely was a good change. Yeah, totally. Do you think a modern city is brightly lit in many places, but at least dimly lit almost everywhere else? Yeah, that's the thing, is that it just, when you get out into the road, because of how wide the roads are, they get really dark. Yes, Westhill, Burninator Westhill was entirely me. I did get some help from Cosmic and other server mates with some supplies. Like Alistair gave me some honey and honeycomb. Cosmic said kind of take whatever blocks you need when I ran out. Just kind of saved me from mining on stream, because I don't do any gameplay off stream. The server is the city is a server project, but again, it's a lot of me, because I'm the only one on the server that can do this for a living. And a lot of people have been so busy lately that they just haven't been able to be on. And they also have their own projects, like Cosmic and Alistair have their own projects. But I've done a lot of the building design, and then some other people have come along and filled things in. So I think Cosmic has a flower shop. Yeah. Oh. A little dangerous to hang out there. But yeah, I did a lot of the road stuff. I thought planning was kind of my thing. I really enjoy doing the planning. But as you can see, it is nasty. The idea was for people on the server, if they wanted to come and build a building, they would just say, hey, I'm going to take the lime green, or I'm going to take the purple, and then build on top of it or whatever. And I think the idea was I built this building first so that people could have a place to come and hang out. So somebody up here has an apartment beyond me. I think that a couple of people have like set up shop just to kind of hang out. But inside here is the concrete maker, and I'm trying to remember. I think it's this elevator that takes you to the concrete maker. Yeah. Yeah, so we've got a TNT powered concrete maker, and that I don't know if we can see down. Yeah, there's a collection area down there, and everything gets brought back up into these chests when you're done. And that actually, my storage room is right up above there. Not my storage room, my penthouse. And then to get down, are the vines there? Looks like yes. And that takes you back down into the lobby, which I think it's for when it was made, it's not bad. We've got more blocks and things that we can use, but it's pretty good. I don't know if we can get rid of all the torches yet. We probably can't. I don't think there's enough light from those. So we might have to come up with like a lighting in the floor or something. Like lights under carpets or stuff like that. And the way in and out of the zone, which is really fun, is is through the information center, which is right here, and I think needs some design work. But as I mentioned before, there is the command blocks, and the departure and arrival is the info center. So I thought that was kind of fun. Thanks, Burninator. Yeah, the modern city was a lot of fun because it's, once you figure out a design, it's a lot of repetition, which can be good and can be bad. It's one of those builds, like if you don't want to think a lot, like after all the things I've had to consider for building Westhill, I think being in the modern city for a little bit with a bunch of clean lines and very simple shapes will be great. That apartment building that I showed you, the white one, there's no back to it. Like it needs concrete and it needs a lot of love. So finishing that up might be the next thing I do, just to have a project to pick at. You know, I might go do the trial chamber. Like, for example, I just, you know, we've been having this book on us all day. So I could you know, finish. White. Let's call it a condo building. It's like that's one more thing we could do, right? Thanks, Burninator. I feel bad sometimes because I am one of the people on the server that can play a lot. I feel like people sometimes feel that a zone ends up being kind of like my baby. So even though the modern city is a group build, I feel like because I've put so much work into planning it, people tend to think like they need to check with me. I mean, you want to check with server mates in general, just to be like, hey, can I build this thing here? What is going? Okay, I was like, that's weird. But that's not the case. You know, like people can go and build like whatever they want. The only idea is that, you know, take a look around you. Like, I know that Alistair wanted to build like a Minecraft version of like the Ghostbusters fire hall, which I think would be really fun. Yes, Iris Bear, frog lights will absolutely fit in the modern city, and we didn't have those when I started it. The modern city is pre-Westhill, and Westhill started in 2020. So the modern city is definitely an older build. And will benefit from, like, for example, we now have deep slate slabs. So we couldn't really take any of the roads in the modern city up like this. We couldn't do slabs with them because the only slabs we had were like these light stone bricks. And I wanted darker streets, but now that we've got deep slate, we can kind of make something look like asphalt, and we can have a much smoother slope. I'll point it out when we go back to the modern city, but I want to make myself a little mansion, so not just inside the condo, but I wanted to make a mansion in the hills and use that as my home base. Actually, we should maybe pick a spot for the mansion too. I'm just going to be constantly writing stuff down. But we have to do another page. Almost at 2 hours. Want to do another break before you load? That's actually a good idea, yeah. I'll load up and then we'll take a break. Well, I shouldn't do that. If I die for some freak reason, I don't want to have my shulker boxes strewn around. You know what, Wormbo? One of the best things I ever did was start using in-game Minecraft books for to-do lists. We've got a ton of books that are all like to-do lists for build lists 3. Like I've got 4 books that were just like lists of things that I didn't want to forget to do. And it was really, really a good idea. I'm going to do this for you, Sandy, just so everybody is happy. Okay, once again, folks, I need to take a short break. When we come back, we will be removing the torches and, well, I guess depends on... I'm probably going to make another trip. Oh, gosh, yeah. Gonna be a lot of back and forth, so you'll get a good look at Westhill. I'll try to take a different route this time. But be good opportunities to chat about the build. If you got questions about mega builds or about Westhill, then fire them in the chat, and I'll get to them when I get back. So just give me 5 or 6 minutes. I'll be right back. Cosmic says, personally speaking, I think I get in my own head building close to anything you've built. Not to only try and fit in with the aesthetic, but I don't want to put my one-looking Minecraft house next to your masterpiece. Why? It's a server. Like, everybody's at different levels. I don't want people to feel like that. Empty shulker boxes, I guess we'll bring last. Next up, probably the sand. Get rid of that. That's empty. Get rid of that. I guess we'll take these. And, well, you know what? We'll bring those. I can get rid of that. I guess I could probably use one of these for the spare bits. I got room for 3 more. What would make the most sense? Probably the dirt. Or maybe we should bring these. Yeah. It might be worth it to swing by the nether with these. See if there's anything we can leave there. Oh, I don't have the book up on screen the whole time I'm walking. I guess we'll just take dirt. Yeah, this is gonna be a few trips. I might be able to do it one more trip. I might not be. Let's go through the city this time. Not really a tour, but a little bit of a walk around. The Warmbow, I sometimes do a Kanban style board, but fail to properly track things. Maybe I should try the book approach. I just like the satisfaction of, one, being able to check something off. I like it because it's easy for me to share with viewers, like, so I don't have to like have an overlay. I do that in Satisfactory. I've got spreadsheets. I've got 2 different programs that I'll overlay over the stream in Satisfactory. Satisfactory Planner, Satisfactory Builder. I can't remember the name of the free app on Steam that I use, but I do that for sure. But that's the only other game I do that in. It's nice in Minecraft to not leave Minecraft. And you could do it other ways. You could do like a bunch of signs, use the glow ink to like highlight things that you need to do right away in red and things that are done in green. That could be kind of fun too. I think didn't Mumbo Jumbo do like a light wall where he like lit things up, or maybe that was Impulse. Maybe they've both done it, I don't know. Burninator said, I spent all day yesterday just clearing an area for a hedge maze. It's also time consuming, even just making more tools don't break while I'm working. It takes time to repair, yeah. Yeah, that's why I've got a shulker box full of tools, so I can get through a major project for like several hours without having to repair anything. Although I could probably use some more netherite tools. I think I only have the netherite. 1 set of netherite tools. I need an extra elytra as well. You know Impulse did that? I think so too, SweetSandi. Iris Bear, personally, I love spreadsheets, but I need to get better organized, yeah. I need them for Satisfactory, especially because I take big chunks away from the game. as things in Minecraft pick up. I have other goals, and then I do want to get back to Satisfactory. I will probably not be playing Minecraft all this week. I will probably be working on some Satisfactory stuff. I want to play No Man's Sky, but it's not on my PC right now. And so the hang up there is that I've got 2 No Man's Sky saves. One on Steam, the other one on Xbox. And I know there's a way to combine them. Like, I feel like if I friend myself, then I can transfer some stuff. I don't know if I can transfer my ships, but I can certainly transfer money and things. I thought there was a way to transfer like the entire save, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, there's some design things that need to happen. I wish we could do better automatic doors in Minecraft, and they didn't have so much bulk to them. I would very much like to have sliding doors for the modern city. Yeah, it would be really nice to see all the way out there. Like, having that view going up the elevator would be really cool, right? Go in here with sand. And this makes sense for the sand and gravel because, as I mentioned, the concrete maker is right here. Oh, empty. I should put some labels in this. I didn't have labeled shulker boxes when I was in the modern city last. That was not a mod that we had, so cool to have those. I guess I could have left those in the modern city, but Retro Shaggy, just been lurking while here at work, but I finally have a second to say congratulations on finishing Westhill. Thanks very much, Retro. Appreciate that. I've been hearing about it for years on the podcast, so it was great to see it come together towards the end. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I wish we had that view going up. I think that would be way more fun. I just realized something else we have to do in the book, and that is replace probably a lot of tables and chairs. So this other building here, there's an apartment at the top. Look at how long it takes to get to the top of this thing. There we go. I'm pretty sure this is mine. Yeah, so it would have been all decorated, but the tables and chairs data pack is not working. But it's a cool little modern looking apartment. We even have a barbecue outside. But it does not look very good with all the tables and chairs not doing what they should be doing with the data pack. And this is just carpet and a string. Really, really neat trick for like an island. Anyway, I really am hoping to to fix the data pack or replace the stuff in the data pack. I really had a lot of fun doing these interiors. It's quite fun to do. And we have the armor stand mod, and now on servers, you can actually force load resource packs depending on where you are in the server. So we can have like a special resource pack that maybe replaces, I think that's the way down. They both, yeah. Actually, you can see, oh, there is a back on the building. I thought maybe it's the other corner. I could have sworn this was not finished. I mean, it's not closed off. There's certainly no floors in there, but I thought it was more wide open than that. There's no vines. It's just water. So that's not nerve-wracking at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, these could be cool as frog lights. The problem, of course, is that right now they turn on and off with the daylight. But I think that frog lights could be better as street lights. They could work here too. Oh, I should have slept. I guess there's a bed in the tower. I just thought of something else. Design World Hub. So this area I think needs to be a little bit more straightforward in what it does. Yeah, so I got sidetracked there talking about No Man's Sky. With No Man's Sky, my playthrough on Xbox is a lot farther along, and I have cooler stuff. So I'd like to continue with that save. My Steam save has got a lot more hours, I think, because of like AFK farming. So I've got a lot more material. So I think if I gave all my stuff from the Steam save to my Xbox save, then that would be great. And the easy way to get it on, to get Xbox on PC is, I mean, I could just buy the game, which is fine. Or I could change my Xbox Game Pass from a console, which is a legacy console edition, to Ultimate, which would allow me to play all kinds of games on PC. The problem is that if I want to dial that back again to console, right now my console subscription to Xbox Game Pass is $14.85 or something, taxes in. And they don't offer it anymore. They only offer Ultimate and Standard. Standard is like $18 plus tax, and then Ultimate is like $24 plus tax or something along those lines. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But that's Canadian, by the way. So it's going to sound cheaper in American. Everything is 30% more expensive up here. So I don't know whether I should just buy No Man's Sky again and then play it on PC under the Windows Store, which would allow me to pick up the save where I left off. And the cool thing about that is that, and what I like about it is that I find that some of the tasks in No Man's Sky are really chill. And so I like playing on the couch sometimes. So I could definitely play some of that offline, fly around, discover stuff, and then play online on stream and have it be the exact same save in 2 different locations. So Burninator, I have Xbox Ultimate, and I think it's cheaper than buying new games all the time. Give me a chance to play a lot of games I wouldn't otherwise. Oh yeah, I 100% think it's worth it. I'm just trying not to add bulk. I don't get to play a lot of video games off stream, so I'm trying not to add bulk where I don't need it. And so, also No Man's Sky is not an expensive game. I think it's regularly on sale. It might even be on sale right now because of the new release. Which actually I should check that out. Does anybody know what No Man's Sky is right now in the Windows Store? Empty, empty, not empty. Whoop. Is now empty. I'm gonna need to put some of this stuff in here. Whoops. Wasn't me, I didn't do it. We may be able to get everything. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. That was lucky. Nothing left behind. Good. So down here we've got a lot of bulk storage, so I can come back here and get things if I need. But we also have a lot of bulk storage in the modern city, so we'll just kind of cross those bridges as it comes. So this might be the last time I'm in Westhill for a while. Let's take the long way. The amount of space in my brain dedicated to navigating around this build. Like, when you spend this much time, I've spent more time here than I have in my own city, walking around in real life. I really like this room. This was fun. Dynia MC. The next project is probably going to be puttering around in the modern city, and we're also going to pop around the server. We want to fight the Ender Dragon, and then after we fight the Ender Dragon 20 times and open up all the portals, we're not going to fight the Ender Dragon anymore on the server. So we're going to be able to do something in the end. We're going to... I want a shulker farm. I obviously need one. And I need to find the new sci-fi area. That's something I might actually look at on stream today. Depending on... Because yeah, we've still got another half an hour. I'm going to dig through some of my notes and see if I can't find something. Mono, just buy it on stream when it's on sale. So I already have it on Steam. I don't want it on Steam. I want to continue my Xbox playthrough. So for No Man's Sky and the amount of hours I get out of it, I agree that a one-time purchase is definitely better. But what I like about the Xbox Game Pass is that I have never really been a big console gamer. I've always been like first-person shooter PC gamer for like way back in the day. And then I got into Minecraft in 2017 and I've just never looked back. And then all the games I play now are usually Minecraft, Satisfactory, Oxygen not included, No Man's Sky, very open worldy, chill games. And we playtest some other stuff too. City Skylines, and what was that one that I played recently that had like the blocks? Not Monolith. What was it called? Steam seems to be 60% off on Steam. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so No Man's Sky is something I'd want to get back into, and I need to sort that out. It might be worth it just for me to buy it on the. So, buying No Man's Sky on Windows on the Windows Store, if that means I can play it on both Windows and Xbox, then that solves that conundrum of leaving my Xbox Game Pass. But what I like about Xbox Game Pass right now, it's cheaper than any subscription service I have. I think it's on par with YouTube, and then everything else is more expensive. Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple, everything's more expensive. So for me to hang out and play a game that I would never otherwise buy, like Dredge or Call of Duty World War II, or what else do I play on Xbox Game Pass right now? Forza. I'd never buy Forza. I love it, but I would never like spend $90 on Forza. I want to stream Borderlands 4 that comes out in like a few days, but like it's $90 and that won't be on Game Pass. So I've got to decide if I want to stream that when it first comes out, because like $90 for Borderlands is a lot. Borderlands is not that complicated. I'm playing Borderlands 3 on Xbox right now, but I don't think that that's a Game Pass game. I think I purchased that on sale for something super cheap, like it was like $10 or something on Boxing Day. I've played Lightyear Frontier. I think I would enjoy that more on PC. On Xbox, I find any games like Minecraft or Satisfactory, like I don't want to play them on console. That's one of the reasons I wanted to switch and play No Man's Sky on PC, is because the shipbuilding and the base building and the stuff I hated on console. Flying around in a ship and exploring on console, it's great, it's fine. But building on console in No Man's Sky is horrible. I really don't like it. All right, let's put the dirt down here. I need to make another chest. Nice. That is us all moved into the modern city. Dig it. $60% off No Man's Sky in the Windows Store too. Nice. What does that look like though? Like what does 60% off look like? $30? Minecraft on the Xbox isn't too bad. I think I'm just so spoiled by playing on computer. New digs are definitely a change of scenery for sure, right? So these are custom painting texture packs. These are paintings my friend Britt did, and so I asked her if it was cool if I put them in Minecraft, and they work really well in modern cities. She's done some really fun stuff, but obviously very old decor. Now let's go down and just take a walk around. So we've got this little park. This is Cosmic's build. Cosmic did a lot of this. I think it was a joint production. I think I laid out the park, but then Cosmic did all the plants. Get information center. That's where we arrive. There is a little shop here that's just not filled in. There's Cosmic's Flower Shop, which is very cool. We've got another shop that's not filled in. Creeper chasing us down. We've got the block bank. This is actually... Oh, crap. Well then. Right away, we've got a project. Crap. I really don't like the hurt animation in Minecraft. It's very jarring. We now have a project. White concrete and other stuff here. My goodness, how long does this last? So I definitely lost some blocks there, that's for sure. Concrete powder, white concrete. That should all be upstairs, I think. We'll go up the fast way. I think that little city backpack has all the road stuff in it. Yep. I just need the concrete. Where's the door? There's the door. Road work. Just what we want to start off doing. More road work. You think I would have had my fill. Oh, I need other blocks to go in there. We'll just use wood, I guess. Oh, that's concrete, not concrete powder. Okay. Well, hopefully I have stuff in here too. I don't. Concrete powder must be downstairs. That's right. Word Nerdify, hello, hello. No, we don't have a lot. I think I'm going to need more than 8. Let's just do 64 of that. I think my gravel's upstairs. Aha. Oh, I never thought to check the hopper. Whoops. So now that we've got whatchamacallit, skulk sensors, we can probably have skulk sensors under the ground in places and have doors automatically open and shut for us without having to actually walk over a pressure plate. The tricky part is just so that we don't hear them, but cool. Not sure how I feel about the gutters. Anyway. It's crazy that it takes 2 rockets to get up here. don't have room for gray concrete powder in there, so we'll have to find a spot in here for it. Anyway, as I was planning to do, I was walking around and looking at places. So obviously there's plans for another building over here. Oh. We've got smaller apartment building there. Great big one here in the middle with a big like retail space in the bottom. I was really happy with the cafe. Obviously all the tables and chairs are going to be borked, but I like the look of this. It's a really cool little build. So once the tables and chairs are back in, it'll look a lot nicer. Same with the little patio for it. And then that's all that's going on in here. We've got a manual farm over there. There's a squid farm over here that feeds into the storage room. This block bank is just one big open space. Storage is underneath it. It is complete on the back. I thought that I left this open, but I guess it's that the interior is not done. You can see right through it. There's some townhouses over here. I don't think any of these are finished. Oh, maybe. Looks like, I think maybe Cosmic or somebody. Nice. That's fun. And then we've got plans for other things down here too. I wonder, somewhere upstairs I'd finished an apartment, but we really need to go and kind of figure out what's happening inside. So right now it's all just hollow. And we don't have great ways. There's elevators to the first couple floors and an elevator to the concrete maker. And then the down elevator there for the penthouse and there for everything else. But there's no other floors inside. So finishing this would be definitely a task. I feel like the floors in this one are done. They're not decorated, but I feel like they're at least in. It's not open concept inside. I think everything has kind of like rough stuff. And then of course that's the one that I decorated. And I think maybe, given the amount of flowers, probably Cosmic, pink bed. I don't know. I'm guessing. Oh, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, it's September. So if you're looking to sub to the channel, then you can save 25 to 30% off on tier 1 subs for 1, 3, and 30% off on 6 months. And streamers get the full cut. It's not a discount for us. It's only a discount for you. City has a pothole problem. Well, it did. There's a lot of pothole potential with the amount of creepers that can muck around in here. So there's a lot to be done in here, which is really, really cool. One of the things I wanted to do though, and I'm not sure what the best view is. I guess this is a decent view. I wanted to look up on my little note file here where I might have noted down the sci-fi area. Build zone maps. Dartmouth Meadows, Modern City, Medieval Fantasy. That doesn't have the sci-fi zone on it. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Massive Mooshroom Island with mine shafts, a village to the south, and surrounded by coral. The coordinates look like they are -35 and -52 22,000. That's a way out there. All right. Well, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Let me just put this on another screen so I can easily sort this out. First, sleep, because yikes. All right, so I am the admin on the server, so we're just going to take some creative liberties here, and we're going to teleport ourselves to what will be hopefully the sci-fi zone and take a look around. Just curious. The seed for the Citadel is not public. I decided not to do that early on because of people chiming in with spoilers and stuff. I'm happy to share it on the Discord though, Warmbo, with people like you that I trust, right? Negative 52,000 and negative 35,000. And we'll teleport ourselves quite high in the air, I guess, and then we'll fly around. X first, negative 50, 200, and then negative 3,500. No, 1,000. Way out there. We'll see what's up. 3, 2, 1. Desert. There was a desert in my notes. Nearby deserts are good for things like mining for concrete. It's either north or south. There's the coral. I think it's to the west here. The huge coral reef all around, which is a cool thing to fly over and be near. And somewhere nearby there's a Mooshroom island that's absolutely massive. More desert. So, a little bit of server admin teleportation, a little bit of old-fashioned exploration. This looks really cool, though. I love coral reefs on the server. They're so colorful. I may have to double check my coordinates here. Oh, there was something over this way. It is quite far out, yeah. I mean, the medieval area is 10,000 blocks away in 2 different directions, so... I mean, 50 and 30 is definitely out there. Oh, that's more of that. Let's just land for a second. That is a huge shattered savanna. Holy crap. Maybe some inspiration for some sci-fi stuff happening here. Right, let me just double check that file again. It may also have been the old server. 52,928 and 35,808. 52, so we're 2,000 blocks away. 52,928. Okay, we're out this way, I think. I've never built anything on a Mooshroom Island, so I'm curious to see how this might work. Although we lost the coral. That's not Mooshroom. An ocean monument there, though. I hope this is still in the same spot. I might have to put the seed into chunk base and try to find another Mooshroom Island. Another ocean monument. It's too far away from the other one, but... Oh. I think I found it. Now, if memory serves, if this is the right one, if things have not changed, then this is going to be absolutely massive. I think I might be right. With the Lush Cave. This more than likely is the one that I was looking at previously. So this, I think... Oh, I was trying to land on the mushroom. I think this is where we're going to be doing the sci-fi area. Pretty large. It just keeps going, right? That's what I mean. And then combining that with, there's a lush cave under here. So there was a ravine that we flew over here a second ago. Where is that? Straight ahead. Delara, hey, how's it going? So I just think this looks like such a cool flat area to work with. And I know we'll have to deal with the mycelia, but I also feel like some of the colors in this biome are going to be really fun. The only thing that has me hesitant about this is that I need to double check what the Mooshroom Islands are going to look like in vibrant visuals and if I can control that. Because I'm not a big fan of like the purple haze or the yellow haze that they put in some of the biomes with that. Oh, that's water filled. Where's the... There was a tree somewhere. Must have flown over. Oh, it's over here. I could have sworn there was an opening somewhere where I could see the lush cave. Oh. Thought I saw some green. My left. I do find it hard on the map to figure out scale. Yeah, so we've got lush cave stuff happening. Right? So if I'm to venture down here. Whoa. Don't want to die. So, really cool opportunities, I think, to build without doing a lot of digging. So some fun sci-fi stuff I think could happen down there. But it's a massive area. And obviously there'd be a lot of mushroom clearing in places. But I think this could be really, really fun. And I'd have to double check. But I'm pretty sure that mobs don't spawn on the surface. I think the issue we'll have if we want to do mob farms is that we can't put them up in the air above the island, because the island is not going to have any spawns. But I'm pretty sure with the vertical biomes that because there's a lush cave underneath the island that we could have mob spawners down below. I'm just going to fly around the perimeter. Word Nerdify. Sending out a gift sub bomb. 5 gifted subs. Taking advantage of September. Let me sit here so I can actually thank you properly. Thank you ever so much. Avery Day, Canadian Jen. Hey, I'm Canadian too. Sophie Dino, great username. And DM Reigns, T Rose Macaroon. Also a fun username. You all have tier 1 subs thanks to Word Nerdify. Make sure you connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts. You can join us in the Joel Duggan Discord for the next month until those subs get renewed. And Word Nerdify, thank you ever so much. That's a great way to kick off September with some subs going out to the community. Mobs will spawn in the lush cave biome. Nice. So I could go and dig down and have like my mob farms at the bottom of the world. So if I wanted to make like a creeper farm or anything like that, that could work. I was smart and I did not put this away. So we've got... Oh, I did put it away. Crap. I guess I have to make yet another bed. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any. I have wood. I don't have any wood. Do I have anything I can turn into wood? If I break a bookshelf, I can get wood. Pretty sure, right? Nope, I just get the books. Dang it. Oh, I can just make a wood. I can make a bed out of this. What am I doing? What am I doing? Forget that I have that in there. Wool box. And I don't have a crafting table either. I'm not worried about mobs, I just can't see. Donaraf jumping in on the hype train with a Gigantify emote for 100 bits. Thanks very much, Donaraf. SweetSandi with 100 bits, also contributing to that hype train. Again, what a great way to kick off September. Thank you ever so much. Yeah, I wasn't thinking when I teleported out here without any gear. Guess I should put those back. So even just being here now, having rediscovered it from my notes, I am very excited about the size of this place. More rockets. I thought that this was surrounded by a coral reef, but I guess it's just got a coral reef nearby. But there's like all kinds of cool little spots, right? Just such a fun area, right? Oh, there's a coral reef. But like it just keeps going. So I'd have to look up some of the advantages and disadvantages of building on a Mooshroom Island. I think maybe building close to the coral reef would be fun. It's so big that the chunks don't load. Right? So that's the size of it. Pretty big. And at least one lush cave. I feel like that's a little bit cheaty. I'm trying not to look. Waiting for it to render in. Hold on. There we go. Thanks very much for the hype train, folks. That was a level 1 hype train. I already had that emote, but if you didn't, then be sure to share it in chat. The nice thing is the only thing that can spawn here is drowned from the sea and phantoms from not sleeping. Yeah, exactly, right? So I'm cool with that. And I don't see... We flew around a bit, and there's an ocean monument there. I mean, those two ocean monuments are pretty close together, but I don't think they're close enough for me to actually have them both be something I can utilize. But there's at least one that's, I'd say that's pretty close by. It's a short flight. And there's lots of desert space that we discovered over here. For I could just designate one of these as like sand mining for concrete and stuff. And I feel like this is that shattered savanna. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the sci-fi zone, I think. I'm not sure why I say it like that. But yeah, it looks like the lush cave is up here on this end, because you can see the azalea trees. And that makes sense. I feel like someplace kind of central like this would be good. Someplace where there's some water. And of course, things will be able to spawn like down below. So we could put mob farms down low in the world. I'm not sure how efficient they'll be. Yeah, so here's that little inlet. That's fun. I like building on the edge of a Mooshroom island. You can still do mob farms and stuff outside the biome, but then the rest of the area you're safe. Yeah, exactly. So if I wanted to do something like in some sort of like sea vessel or put something like in between the coral reef here, I could do that. And I think it's going to be fun. And I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be some updates to minecarts in the next little while. So being able to traverse and get around up here, like on carts, so you can actually look at the world will be kind of fun. It's going to be interesting to see what we can come up with. They spawn in all ocean, river, and dripstone biomes, but you can see whether the warm ocean starts because mushroom water is blue and warm ocean is green. Oh, cool. So you can see the edge of the biome. Right on. So I could even, as long as I build outside of that dark blue, we should be good. That's cool. You can still have stuff like really close by. I think that's one of the spots we looked down. No, this was it over here. So I'd imagine I'll probably start somewhere around here to take advantage of the lush cave. Yeah, really, really fun. Really, really fun. So where would be a good spot to like designate before we take off here? What would be a good spot to designate as arrival? Probably somewhere's over there. I want it to be some pretty easy coordinates too. Not sure why it's loading in funny. Really bizarre. Be easy to have a landmark like that pit to come and go from, right? I went in the wrong direction. It reminds me of like the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. Yeah, let's just go with maybe a space like here. What are the coordinates here? If I go to like 3,600, 3,600, and then that's pretty easy to remember. Screenshot. We can always change this later. Cool. I don't remember the modern city, so we'll just teleport to the world hub. Nice. Let's go to Dartmouth Meadows, because I think some people here probably have never seen it. And then I will send you on to somebody else playing Minecraft. I spent so much time in Dartmouth Meadows when we were first on the server, but I didn't have shaders, so it's always fun for me to go back when there's shaders because it just looks so different. How's it been 3 hours already? I know, right? The things that you can do in Minecraft when you're just kind of puttering around and all of a sudden you've just, your entire stream day is completely eaten up. I feel like I can get up somewhere high. So this is Spawn Town on the server for anybody that's never been here. So my little cabin where it all started is right there. Alistair's got a house next door. Matt Cass is up on the hills. Cosmic has a house somewhere right there, I think. And then also Cosmic areas down there. But there's a number of other people that no longer play, like Anna Marie is no longer on the server, but all the builds are still around. And a lot of this is farms. You know, you've got Pumpkin Farm, another wort farm. There's a sugarcane farm over here. Early build stuff that we all did to kind of get the server going. But I'm looking forward to new sci-fi builds. I'm also looking forward to working in the modern city. There's lots of new stuff on the server, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And I really appreciate everybody being here. Thanks very much for kicking off September with me. Let's see if I can find somebody to send you to who's playing Minecraft. Brennator, you're welcome. My pleasure. Megabyte is playing No Man's Sky as a beginner. That sounds like a lot of fun. I can also send you to Super Eloise playing Minecraft. Let's see who else. What are our thoughts? We talked a lot about No Man's Sky. It might be fun to send people over to Megabyte. Megabyte's great. I think I would enjoy that. Any votes in chat? Let me know. In the next couple of minutes, I'll send you over there. You can, of course, follow me on social media. Joel Duggan, very easy to find. You can do things like follow the Spawn Chunks podcast and the Citadel Cafe podcast. There are brand new episodes out Sunday and Monday right now, so lots to listen to. Talked about Fantastic Four and K-pop Demon Hunters on the Citadel Cafe, and talked about Westhill and the latest snapshot for Minecraft on the Spawn Chunks yesterday. So both of those are available on YouTube, on Spotify, on your favorite podcasting platforms. Looks like Megabyte's ending, so we're going to pick somebody else. We'll send you over to maybe Super Eloise. Do check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan. It's one of the best ways to support me. There's a Minecraft server that's up. There is a Discord as well. All that stuff is available over on patreon.com/JoelDuggan. And that's going to be it for me. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know if I'm playing Minecraft tomorrow. I might switch over to No Man's Sky. We'll have to see what I come up with. Either way, it's going to be a fun week, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.